We're taking things straight up to Indiana for this one. Let's get it. Let's go. Now, as most of you know, Caitlin Clark is still in recovery mode after battling through that groin and ankle injury during the 2025 season. And listen, I've been one of the few saying this. From the jump, her mechanics and mobility have been a real concern. Coach Stephanie White even hinted at it herself after the season ended, suggesting that Caitlin's shooting form and movement patterns might be playing a role in her setbacks. And now, guys, it started to look like that might actually be true. A mysterious training video just surfaced online. And I'm telling you, this is unlike anything we've seen before. It's raising a lot of questions about how Clark is rebuilding her body, her balance, and her explosiveness. I'm pretty sure this is the first time most of you are seeing this clip. And trust me, you're going to want to pay attention. Something big might be brewing in Indiana. So I'm not exactly sure when this video was recorded. But what we're looking at here is Caitlin Clark getting some shots up at Gamebridge Fieldhouse. Now, judging by the setting and her form, I'd say this clip isn't too old. Let's go ahead and roll the tape, and I want you guys to really focus in on Caitlin's shooting motion. Watch her footwork, her balance, and how she's releasing the ball. There's something a little different going on here, and it might tell us a lot about her recovery and mechanics are coming along. Now, this right here is Caitlin Clark taking a mid-range jumper, and honestly, to me, something looks a bit off. Her release doesn't look as smooth or as natural as we're used to seeing. It's almost like there's a slight hesitation or stiffness in her motion. The follow-through isn't as clean, and it kind of gives the impression that she's still working her way back to full rhythm. Maybe it's the lingering effects of that growing and ankle injury, but either way, her shot just doesn't look like the classic Caitlin Clark form we all know. Now, this clip right here takes us back to Caitlin Clark's Iowa days. Same kind of shot, same setup. Just watch this. These are mid-range jumpers, and right away you can see it. There's a huge difference in how she's shooting. The basketball, it's not the same form we're seeing now. This right here proves the point we've been talking about. Look closely at her release. It's smooth, effortless, just pure flow. Every movement connects perfectly, from her footwork to her follow-through. Step back, rise, and release. Smooth like water, man. You can tell how confident and natural it looked back then. No hesitation, no stiffness, just rhythm and control. That's the Caitlin Clark we all remember. The one whose mechanics were dialed in, and shot looked automatic every single time. Now, let's circle back to this clip right here. Take a good look. It's just not the same shot. The rhythm's different. The release looks a bit tighter, and the natural flow we saw before just isn't there. Something in her mechanics has clearly changed, and you can really see the difference when you compare it side by side. Now, I don't want you all to think I'm hating or anything like that, bro. I'm just calling it how I see it. And I'm telling you right now, I might be the first one to really point this out, because this is interesting, man. Shout out to Caitlin, but something's definitely off with her shot. That's all I'm going to say. I'm not trying to dive too deep into it, but trust me, I'm watching, and I noticed the little details. But the real reason I wanted to bring this to your attention, guys, is because I honestly feel like Caitlin Clark needs to go back to Iowa, bro. That's just how I see it. She needs to return to where it all started. Get back in that environment that built her up, where her mechanics, rhythm, and confidence were all at their peak. I'm going to be real with y'all. Something just doesn't feel right with how the Indiana Fever are handling her rehab. The whole situation with them reportedly blocking Chris Brickley from working with her, that's concerning, man. It's almost like they're keeping her boxed in at Indy, when maybe that's not what's best for her right now. I get it. They want her close. They want control. But I want Iowa Caitlin, the Caitlin that played free, smooth, confident, and deadly consistent. She needs to go back to what made her great. Back to her roots. Back to the grind. That got her here in the first place. Today, Caitlin Clark, Kelsey Mitchell, and Ari McDonald visited Eli Lilly and Company for a surprise spotlight. Conversation with employees about teamwork, resiliency, and pushing through challenges this season.